What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new live stream. How's everybody doing? What's up, everybody? Sorry I'm late. It is what it is, though. I'm doing good. What's up, Underground? Let's see. That's all right, but we'll get into the news. So, crazy news. The Bengals have signed Jamar Chase to a 4-year, $161 million contract extension, which he's going to be getting paid $40 million per year, making him the highest paid receiver in the league. So after a Triple Crown season, Chase inks a multi-year deal, securing his future in Cincinnati alongside Joe Burrow. Not only that, but they're also going to be signing T. Higgins to a 4-year, $115 million deal. So he's going to be getting around $32 million per year, which is insane. But he put up 73 catches for 911 yards and 10 touchdowns in just 12 games, remains a key piece of Cincinnati's offense and will continue to be a top target for Joe Burrow. Yeah, so finally they put an end to this. This has been dragged out for way too long. I'm kind of mixed on it. Yeah, I'm excited that we're going to be getting to see more of the Burrow, Chase, and Higgins trio for a while. But at the same time, their defense is shit. Like, their defense is the reason, or the main reason, that they haven't made the playoffs since 2022. You know? Yeah, your offense is great, but it won't matter if your defense keeps losing you games, you know? And another issue is the interior O-line, specifically the guard positions. If you watched Bengals games throughout the past 2 seasons, part of the issue is his interior O-line just giving up sacks like Burrow, and part of it's on Burrow as well. Burrow takes some stupid sacks as well. But part of that is on the offensive line as well. So that's an issue as well. And, you know, now they pretty much have like almost no money to work with. So they can't really do much of the defense. And they didn't do that much in free agency anyway. They re-signed BJ Hill and Mike Hilton, and that's it. So every damn draft pick is going to have to be spent on defense. So these 2 extensions right here are going to, you know, hard cap them a lot. Like, it's going to restrict them from being able to do anything. What's up, Zone? Yeah, I'm just talking about, you know, the Bengals extensions, but it's going to make it extremely difficult to prove that defense, because you can't, you know, spend money on the defense because you're investing your money in the offense. So now you're going to have to spend every damn draft pick on defense. They have to double down on defense, and you're going to have to hit on every draft pick as well, because, you know, if your defense performs below average, that's not good. and if you miss the playoffs for the third straight season, that's not a good sign. So that's, the big issue with it. But, it is what it is. I'm happy for Chase and Higgins. I do think both of them deserve these deals. They're both very good receivers. They're both wide receiver ones, in my opinion. Like, I don't consider T. Higgins a wide receiver two. It's more like they have two wide receiver ones, if anything. I didn't think Burrow needed them both. I felt like you could just pay Chase and then trade T. Higgins for like a second round pick, and you use that on defense. But that was just my thoughts, though. But yeah, that, whole drama's done with. But as you see right here, Chase is the highest paid wide receiver one, and T. Higgins is the highest paid wide receiver two, which is insane. And then you have the breakdown right here. See, this is kind of the problem. Burrow is already getting paid $55 million annually. Chase is now getting paid $40 million annually. So he's passed Justin Jefferson for the highest paid receiver in the NFL. And T. Higgins is now getting paid $28.75 million. So he's actually now the 9th highest paid receiver in the league, which is crazy. And more news on that. The Texans are signing corner Derek Stingley to a 3-year, $90 million deal, $89 million guaranteed. I don't think this is deserved. He's a very good corner. He's a top 3 corner this year, in my opinion. He was very, very good for the Texans, so I do think that's very well deserved. And then here you have it. Chase and Jefferson, highest paid receivers in the league. Both played on that LSU team with Joe Burrow in 2019, so it's kind of funny. And Derek Stingley was on that team as well. And then you have right here, Chase is first in touchdowns. He's third in receiving yards and 6th in catches since being drafted in 2021. And then I know this one pissed Noah off because he's a Giants fan, but Eagles are signing Azeez Ojulari on a 1-year deal, $4 million. I think it's a solid pickup, especially with the news that Brandon Graham is retiring. So that is good for them. Apparently they're going to be doing a game in Madrid. And Bengals and Dolphins are the rumor, I guess. And then Cam Hayward makes his opinions known on Aaron Rodgers going to Pittsburgh. And then my Pats signed former Vikings starting center Garrett Bradbury. Now, he's not the future at center for us. He's 29 years old, so by the time this deal's up, he's going to be 31. He's just a placeholder for now until we get our starting center of the future. But for now, he's a bridge starter, but solid pickup. And then we have the news that the Vikings are not going to be pursuing Aaron Rodgers and that they're going to be going all in with J.J. McCarthy. So he's going to be their QB1 for this upcoming season, which I do agree with. It's always been the plan. Well, Minnesota intends to add a veteran quarterback would strictly be for mentorship, not competition. So Aaron Rodgers will not be following in the steps of Brett Favre, which is pretty disappointing. I wanted to see Aaron Rodgers in a Vikings uniform. I wanted to see an Aaron Rodgers revenge game in the Vikings colors against the Packers at Green Bay. That would have been so awesome, but unfortunately, we're not going to get it. It is what it is, but I do believe in J.J. McCarthy. I do think he'll succeed in Minnesota. As far for Aaron Rodgers, I think he'll go to the Steelers because they need a quarterback badly, and I think the Giants will get Russell Wilson. I think Russ actually fits the Giants better than A-Rod would. That's just my opinion, though. And then I actually thought about this a while. Like, I've been thinking about this for a while, and Noah doesn't like it, but Giants could get, Kirk Cousins. Not for a third-round pick. I think a third-round pick's a bit too high. I would say like a fifth or a sixth would be fair, but apparently they've shut down trade talks that they're insisting they'll keeping Cousins as QB2 despite his $27.5 million salary. See, this I think is stupid. Like, what's the point of keeping him on the roster if you're not going to start him and you're paying a shitload of money for him? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you might as well get a draft pick out of him. Like, hell, if somebody offers me a fifth rounder for him, I'm taking it. I don't care. Like you signed him to be your starter, but he's not your starter because Michael Penix performed better at the end of the season. So what's the point of keeping him there? You're just wasting money for him to just sit on the bench. It just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe if they give us a third to pick up that contract, that's actually not bad. That's Noah. See. And then I've heard talks about them changing the playoff thing. So the insane thing is the Vikings were in 14-3 and they were the 5th seed. That's because they didn't win their division. That is unfortunate. And I do agree with that aspect. However, changing this playoff format would make divisions pointless. I'm just going to be honest with you. It is what it is. And then this kind of pissed me off. Now, I understand Cam Robinson is not that good, but he's a solid left tackle. And you see my displeasure right here where I said Pats are being lazy. And they are. Because we need a left tackle, and now there are none available in free agency. Now you're going to have to take a gamble on one in the draft. And we're not in a good position to gamble. We need to hit on every damn pick because we're a rebuilding team with a quarterback in his second year who didn't play that much because we have the worst offensive line. It's a proven fact. It's frustrating. Then Dolphins signed linebacker Willie Gay Jr. to a 1-year deal. I think he played for the Chiefs for a little bit. Oh, gosh, these memes are ridiculous. Yeah, solid player, though. And then Rodgers has a little interest in being a commentator. What is his future? One path that seems unlikely is broadcasting. Yeah, so nothing crazy. And then I know Noah really wants Cam Ward. But there's almost unanimous confidence that the Titans will select Cam Ward first overall. I do think this makes sense because, at first I had them taking, best available, like Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter. But I was under the impression that they were going to go out and sign Sam Darnold or some other bridge, and they didn't do it. And there's really, it doesn't appear that they're even meeting with Russell Wilson. It doesn't appear that they're even meeting with Aaron Rodgers. So there's really no quarterback out there that they're going to sign. So I think, that they're going to take, Cam Ward because you can't run it back with Will Levis. Will Levis sucks. I'm sorry. It's just facts. And then Vikings signed another receiver, Rondale Moore. But he was on the Cardinals when they traded him to the Falcons, and he got injured. And then Danielle Hunter gets signed to a 1-year extension. He's a very good pass rusher. So I'd say that's deserved. And then Patriots did host a meeting with Stephon Diggs. And I'm going to be honest, as a Pats fan, I don't want him. And the reasoning for that is his attitude sucks, okay? His attitude is horrible. Like you saw what went on in Buffalo. Like he was having a diva-like attitude. So he was forcing. So Josh Allen was put in the situation where he had to force feed Diggs the ball, and it would turn into a turnover, whether it was an incomplete pass or an interception. And that's why Josh Allen had one of his worst years in 2023. So it's quite ironic. The minute Diggs leaves, he bounces back and wins MVP. And I still think Lamar should have won MVP, but that's irrelevant at this point. He performed better without Diggs. So do you really want to put Drake May in that situation? A young quarterback in his second year, he didn't play much in his rookie year. Do you really want to put him in the situation where he has to force feed the ball to a diva receiver, and it screws up his development by creating bad habits like throwing bad interceptions because you're force feeding the ball to your top target? I just don't think that's a good idea. And Drake May really doesn't need to put up with the attitude. And on top of that, he's 31 years old. He's fresh off an Achilles tear. He most likely won't be ready by week 1. The reports come out saying that he's not going to play until October. So you're not going to have him for like half the year. Like, is it even worth it? I don't think so. So if it's me, I'm passing on him. And if we do sign him, I'm not going to be very excited about it. I'll actually be disappointed if we sign him. Okay, we got Noah here. What's up? Horror movies fanatic. What's up? They should let A-Rod play there for 1 year. That was what I was thinking. Like, let A-Rod play for like 1 year and then start McCarthy. But looks like they're just gonna go on McCarthy. I don't want him to go to the Giants. I'd rather him go to the Steelers, but it might happen. I understand the want to change, like Vikings last year should have had a home game, but they didn't win the division. Yeah, that's true. I think Titans should get Travis Hunter. Yeah, I do agree, but at the same time, do you really want to run it back with Will Levis? Like, I just don't like. I just think they're done with Will Levis. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they took Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter and they took like maybe Jackson Dart falls to them in the second round. A lot of people are mocking him in the first round, which I don't get it. He's not a good player. I don't think he's going to be good at the NFL level. So I just don't see it. I don't get the Jackson Dart hype. But it is what it is. But yeah, that's the NFL news so far. Still got like a month until the draft, almost. Today's the 19th, so almost a month. So pretty sure the draft starts on the 24th in April. Will Levis sucked, but his weapons weren't something to write home about. Yeah. Like 28-year-old Calvin Ridley. And then besides that, I guess Tony Pollard, and you had Westbrook Akine and Tyler Boyd, and then Chigakonko was your tight end. And the offensive line wasn't great either. Are you excited for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 coming December? I hope it's better than the first one, but I don't think the first one's bad or anything. Like, I just don't think it was amazing. But we'll check out NBA games as well. 1 second. All right. All right. So Pacers beat the Mavs. Let's see. Mavericks are banged up with injuries. Holy moly. Kai Jones is your starting center. That's a problem. But PJ Washington put up 26 points. Jaden Hardy at 24 off the bench. Does no one play defense anymore? 135 to 131. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway. Siakam, 29. Mathurin, 23, 22. Halliburton didn't even play. Wow. Okay. Unfortunately, Magic lose the Rockets at home. Magic need more scoring. They cannot score very well at all. Like their 3-point shooting is just not good. But I do like the Rockets as well, though. They're a fun team. Jalen Green, 26, 22 from Şengün, 12 rebounds, 15 from Brooks, 16 from Eason. So, Rockets are a solid team. And then Paulo puts up 31. Franz puts up 20. Fortunately, it's not enough to get the job done. But Magic need to make a big trade in the offseason. And then Pistons beat the Heat. Apparently the Heat are on like a 9-game losing streak. Like it is bad. Like it is really bad, apparently. Cade Cunningham, 25 points from him. I heard he hit a game winner, so that's great. And then Heat did Wiggins not? Yeah, Wiggins didn't play. Okay. Hero, 29. Bam at 30. Just needed 2 more assists and 1 more rebound. He would have had himself a triple-double. Khalil Ware, 14 points, 12 rebounds. Then Knicks somehow lose the Spurs. I don't even know how that's possible, but without Wemby. That's right. They're not Brunson. I forgot. Brunson got injured and wouldn't be reevaluated for like 2 weeks or whatever. Cat had 32. Then who on the Spurs helped them win? Sandro, I'm not even going to try and say that. 34 points. Wow. And then 22 for Castle. I like Castle. I liked him coming out of the draft. And Thunder beat the Sixers. Not really surprised there. Sixers are kind of just throwing the towel and kind of just giving up. Wow, Shea didn't even play in this game. None of their starters, except for Chet, of course, played in this game. And Pelicans beat the Wolves. See, Zion put up 29. And then for the Wolves, Edwards did play, put up 29 as well. Nasrid only had 9 off the bench, kind of disappointing. All right, and then toilet bowl right here, Jazz versus Wizards. Last in the East versus last in the West. Nothing really special. Suns beat the Bulls. Both teams in the play-in. Well, actually, the Suns are outside of the play-in. Never mind. Buzelis is starting. That's good. Kobe White, 24. No Lonzo in this game. Durant, 26. Booker, 41. Jeez. No Bradley Beal in this game. And Blazers dominate the Grizzlies. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no Ja. Okay. Ja didn't play. And then Klingon started. 22 from Simons. Kamara is underrated. And then Cavs lose again. They're on a 16-game winning streak. Now all of a sudden they're on a 3-game losing streak. I'm like, finally, this team is losing games. Like, holy moly. I thought they were never going to lose. Like it was getting ridiculous. Mobley, 31 points. Mitchell, 26. No Garland in this game. Who else were they missing? Yeah, that's it. And then DeRozan at 27, 22 from Monk. And then Lakers beat the Nuggets, unfortunately. No revenge game for Russ, I guess. Looks like they didn't have Aaron Gordon. Oh, they didn't have Jokic or Murray. That's why they lost. Okay. And Luka went off for 31. No LeBron in this game. He's been out with a groin injury. Yeah, let's look at the standings here. All right, so, wow, we're only 6 games behind them now. Well, in the wins, 12, see, 12. Yeah, we're like 7 games behind them. I don't see us catching up with them, though. I'm going to just be honest, though. I think Cavs pretty much have that 1 seed locked up. As long as they're the 2 seed, I'm okay with it. And then I think Magic will jump the Hawks for the 7 seed once the play-in. But I think we'll get the Magic in the first round, hopefully. Because I do not want to face the Hawks, because the Hawks are going to make it ridiculously hard for no reason. And the Heat fell down. Oh, wow. Heat and Bulls have the same record. Oh, good Lord. Then Sixers fall down to 13, and then Hornets, Wizards, pretty much the same. Pretty much the same as they've been for the past, 2 to 3 years. So I feel bad for Wizards and Hornets fans. And look at the West. Thunder first for the second year. Rockets second. Love seeing that. Nuggets are third. Lakers only 2 games behind them. Grizzlies fall to 5, unfortunately. Warriors still at 6th. They've been they've only lost 2 games since they got Jimmy Butler. It's kind of crazy. Clippers the 7th seed. Although the Clippers would be a lot worse, but apparently they've been better without Paul George. Sixers have been worse with Paul George, funny enough. Then Timberwolves, you got Kings. Oh, the Suns are in the play-in now. Okay. Then Mavericks fell out of the play-in. It doesn't surprise me because of so many injuries and freaking dumbass Nico Harrison trading away Luka Doncic. Oh, yeah. I'm not even a Mavs fan, and I'm pissed at him for doing that. It makes no sense. You were in the finals last year. Come on, man. Blazers 12, Spurs 13, which I actually think it's a good thing because they got 2. I think they have 3 firsts, actually. I could be wrong, though. But if they get the first pick, they can pair Cooper Flag with Wemby. That would be super fun. And Pelicans, disappointing. And then, Jazz dead last. But yeah, pretty interesting. Yeah. I'll go for another 10 minutes.
What's up, Matthew? Or
Oh,
sorry,
it is
Will.
actually.
Yo, it is me.
I didn't
Who's?
recognize the profile picture. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, you like it, Brock Purdy?
Oh, jeez. What's up, man?
Daddy? What's up, Matthew? How you been?
Good. You?
Good, good. Feel like I haven't been on your streams in a while. I owe you one. How's this one?
That's all right. It's been pretty good.
Nice, nice. I heard I couldn't hear what you were saying, but I saw you talking about the Bengals contracts earlier.
Yeah, I was basically, covering the extension details and like the pros and cons of it. Of like, yeah, it's great for the offense, but it's going to be really hard to do anything with the defense.
Yeah, a fair
And
point.
yeah, and I talked a little bit about the whole Aaron Rodgers thing.
And how like the Vikings are not aren't.
Yeah, they're pretty much out on him.
Yeah,
But
I still think Steelers will end up probably getting him.
as long as the Giants still get him, I'm fine with it.
Well, I'd rather have the Giants get him. I don't want him to be in Steelers just in case.
Yeah, then
ends
you
up
got to deal with
being good
Noah
again.
saying, "Yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl. Let's go."
Vikings were my first place for him to go.
Yeah,
I just
that would have
wanted
been
him to go there so bad.
yeah, that would have been freaking hilarious.
Yeah. You see, the Texans extended Darnell Hunter.
Yeah, I talked about that as well. That's a good move as well. He made their pass rush
That
so much
raises
better.
Trey's market more.
What's that?
That raises Trey's market significantly.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard they want a first for
I think
him.
my
But
audio on my Wi-Fi is really bad. So sorry if I'm glitching out.
that's all right. I heard they want a first for him, but I don't think they're going to get that, though.
Yeah, we're not gonna get a first for him. He's great, but 30-year-old wanting an extension. This is not happening.
Yeah.
You been watching March Madness?
No, I haven't. I don't watch college
Do
ball
you like
that
March
much.
Madness? Okay. Do you see? Well, I guess you didn't see that Texas game. It was crazy. Texas ended up losing the last spot. They had a crazy Xavier, and Xavier came back and won. The second half was crazy.
Oh, wow. I know Duke has like a ton of talent. I know Duke has like a couple of the draft prospects. Like they got Cooper Flag on there, obviously, and they have like a few other players that are in the draft.
He's hurt right now, though. Cooper Flag.
Oh, damn. That sucks.
Yeah, right before March Madness. Are you fucking kidding me? And I didn't find out about that until after I made my damn bracket with all my friends.
Wow.
Now I'm cooked. Because I had Duke and Auburn going all the way. And now fucking Duke, I bet, ain't that crap. And Auburn has issues of their own, apparently. So, kind of cooked. So, Matthew, what is are your live streams like sports too, or like is it only sports, or what's the deal? Is it kind of everything?
It's kind of everything. Like I just like now I just have like I just talk about whatever I want, and I have other people come on and talk about whatever they want. So it's kind of an everything kind of a thing.
That's sweet. Yeah, your streams are a lot more chill than fucking. Or sorry, I should not say that. A lot more chill than Noah's.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, F that guy. Is he watching this? Because F
I
you,
mean,
brother.
he was here earlier, but it was like 30 minutes ago. So
Mm,
he's probably doing something. But he released
yeah,
a
exactly.
video today on Daredevil, and he had to re-upload it because like I was watching it, and all of a sudden that like promo video he did for the Cobra Kai countdown live for like season 6 part 3. I don't know how he threw that in there. I was like, what the fuck? So I like it's like two different.
Wait, what? Wait, what happened?
So he released a video, Daredevil episode 4 review. So I went ahead and watched it. And I'm like 20 seconds into the video, all of a sudden I hear him reviewing Daredevil. Okay. All of a sudden, the audio from his promo for the Cobra Kai season 6 part 3 countdown
Oh my
live, that video plays into it. I'm like, what the fuck? How
God.
did he do this?
What a
Like
dumbass.
I
Oh
was
my
like, what the frick?
gosh.
And
I
like it
don't
went on for like 30 seconds, and then I just watched the rest of the video. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then of course he re-uploaded it, but like I missed like a good portion of it. I'm like, what the frick did he do?
I
Like,
I had no idea he's been posting still, actually. I
yeah, like
thought
he's
he
been doing. I mean, he's
Yeah,
been doing.
I'm so out on the whole Cobra Kai fandom right now. I've not watched
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
I've
it doesn't really matter to me because the show's over. So all the arguments to me are pretty much redundant because I'm
yeah.
like people could say like, oh, Robbie or Miguel. I'll be like, doesn't affect me, and I can be like, oh, it's Sam or Tori. Doesn't affect me. It really doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I haven't
Like,
watched I haven't watched a single Cobra Kai video honestly since before before the part 3 came out.
yeah, I saw your spin-offs video today about spin-offs that they should not do, and I definitely agree they should not do a Hawk and Dimitri spin-off because
Yeah. I
I
ain't
would
gonna
not
lie.
watch
I
that.
filmed that um before part 3 came out and I forgot to upload
Oh,
it.
really?
So that video, oh wait, it was before or right after part 3. I don't know, it's been sitting for a while. And since I've, posted for like a month, I thought I should probably post that. So I think it'd
Yeah,
be a good time.
yeah, but
I'm glad to hear no one's posting though. I had no idea if he was posting or not or what he's doing.
yeah, he posts community tabs on like what kind of videos people want, and so the most recent one he did was 3 options: top 25 movies of the 1980s, Sopranos video, or Breaking Bad video. And 81% voted for Breaking Bad video. So we're going to be getting a Breaking Bad video soon.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Now,
I've
what
been
will it
so
be
happy.
about? I don't know.
Has Nation or Kid or Cobra Kai Kid or Strikers have any of that made videos or anything?
So Strike's on a break right now.
Yeah.
He posted about it.
Hell, I've been
Nation.
on a break for the last 3 months.
I think Nation's posted like a few interviews. I think.
Mm.
Let me see. I know Cobra Kai Kid's promoting. He's doing a documentary on Cobra Kai, so I know he's been posting about that.
Yeah, he contacted me about that.
Yeah,
That's the only the Kai Hards thing.
yeah,
Yeah. I have to film a segment for a video coming up. I have like 3 or 4 videos already done that I made like a month ago. So I'll probably post one of those like tomorrow.
oh,
And
cool.
maybe next day. Yeah, but I'm not even signed in on like my Cobra Kai channel on my phone anymore. Like I'm so out of the loop on all the Cobra Kai shenanigans. Have you made any videos?
No, I haven't, but there's a few I want to make. I do want to make a now that the show's done, I do want to make a season rankings video from like worst to best, ranking like all the
Yeah.
seasons. Um, I don't know is not gonna
Sure.
agree with my top two choices, but
What?
um,
Wait. What's your top two?
so number two for me is season 3, and number one is season 5. But it's just my
Damn,
opinion,
I
though.
got the flip flop too. I got season 5 is the best, or yes, season 5 is no, season 3 is the best, and season 5 is the second best.
Yeah, yeah. He has season 3 at one. I think he had season 5
Yeah,
at
bro,
two.
low key, he's copying my opinions, low key. Like, dude, I've been saying season 3 is the best season since it came out, and the mother effer just like took that.
Yeah, I
A-hole.
can't remember what he had after season. I can't remember if he had season 1 at 3 or season 4 at 3. I can't remember. I know he has season 6 at dead last, though.
I'm not surprised. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that. I don't think it's the best season. I don't think it's terrible, but it's not the best season.
Yeah, season 6 is the worst season. I agree with that, but it's not.
Like
It's
there,
not as bad
like
as it says it is.
it has moments that I do like, but then there's a lot of moments that I'm just not a fan of.
Yeah. You gonna cover the Karate Kid movie?
I'll try to see it in the theater so I can review it. I don't think it's going to be that good, though, if I'm being honest. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people think that Ralph Macchio is not going to be in it that much, um, which would be the most Sony thing ever. Because that's kind of what they do. Like it's like let's just be honest, it's a cash grab. I'm just gonna call it what it is. Um,
Yeah.
and like I wouldn't be surprised if
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't mention a damn thing from Cobra Kai, and I hope that's the case because I don't want them fricking with Cobra Kai because it's one of my
Yeah.
biggest concerns with it. And thank goodness Jackie Chan did not show up at the end of season 6 because that would have been freaking awful.
Yeah. It's supposed to
That would have
take.
been
It's supposed to take place a few years after, right?
Yeah, that's what Ralph said. That it takes place 3 years after Cobra Kai, which is kind of insane to me because the show just ended. So you're already doing something that's set 3 years after. So
Damn. So like, all those kids will almost be done with college by that point. I'll be in their senior year.
yeah, like Dimitri and Hawk are going to pretty much be done with college by then, and like
And it's not like, and it's when they do a spinoff now that they have Ralph Macchio doing that. It's not like they're
yeah,
gonna go back in time and fill in that gap. Like, what the hell?
yeah, and like when Sam signed up for that program, she said it's a 1 year program. Is she going to still be in Okinawa or is she going to be back home? I don't know.
My guess is like they're just gonna avoid all that shit and just
Yeah.
sorry.
Sony's like, oh, we didn't write that. That's not our problem. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Very true.
yeah, and like
Wait,
a lot of
Matthew,
people
you
have
had
been,
1,000 subs, right?
yeah, a lot of people pointed out that that Mr. Miyagi's house in the trailer of this movie looks completely different than it does in the Cobra Kai show.
Oh hell no! If they change Mr. Miyagi's house, what the?
Like a lot of people pointed that out, and then
No.
like
I can't take
One thing I
it.
really don't like is apparently Mr. Han knew Mr. Miyagi, which doesn't make any sense to me. In the trailer, like he says, like, you knew Mr. Miyagi, and he's like, I didn't come for Sensei Miyagi, I came for you. I'm like, okay, dude, what are we doing?
Hold on, sorry, you cut out. What'd you say?
In the trailer, they have Daniel say, like, you knew Mr. Miyagi. He's like, I didn't come from Sensei Miyagi. I came for you. I'm like, okay, dude, what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this movie's gonna be as bad or probably worse than Lamar's playoff record.
Yeah. Holy moly.
This movie's gonna suck. All right, I'm gonna let you get back to this live stream.
All right.
I gotta head out, but appreciate you, Matthew. Keep grinding. I'll see you. You gonna be on the live tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right, I might be on.
All right. Everybody go subscribe to Cobra Kai
I'll see
Zone.
Friday. Appreciate it, Matthew. All right, I'll see you, man.
All right. See ya. All right. That's going to cap off the stream. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.